we are going to try and walk the entire length of summer streets in the Bronx from here to Tremont on Grand Concourse.
Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you so much. Jesus does not want to destroy you on the last day.
You're gonna get sued.
Do not touch me again. Okay. Welcome to the Bronx, everyone. Infrared, and we're at Grand Army Plaza in Brooklyn so that you don't have to be. It's Saturday, August 26th, about 10 a.m. It's been raining for a lot of this morning. I think the rain has stopped. Avenue, and we're basically going to take the same route that train is taking, except we'll be above ground. We're going to be walking along Eastern Parkway from Grand Army Plaza to Buffalo Avenue in East New York, Brooklyn, which is pretty much the entire length of the landscape portion of Eastern Parkway. So, why are we here? Because today, August 26, 2023, is the last day of the summer where the city is sponsoring summer streets, where some major streets are closed to vehicles, except bicycles, and open for pedestrians and cyclists. Summer streets. So we're at Grand Army Plaza. We're like the northern end of Grand Army Plaza, so we're going to have to traverse a little bit. But before we get to the open streets, I don't even know if the plaza is accessible to pedestrians because it's undergoing a renovation. It should last a few years. Let's ask John F. Kennedy if he knows when it's going to be finished. Okay. So they kept this sidewalk open. Actually, I think I want to be here. Here we go. A radish farm truck in Brooklyn. And here, farmers market only, because There is a farmer's market in Grand Army Plaza every Saturday throughout the year, starting before 8 a.m. and going until mid-afternoon. And some of these, you see these same trucks every week. Wilclow Orchards in Highland, New York. They're here. They're also at the Borough Hall Farmers Market, which is on a different day. And here we have, well, first there's the Arch, the Grand Army Plaza Arch, which is undergoing renovation again. And here we have the beginning of summer streets. It wouldn't be summer streets without NYPD. So let's see. Okay, first the main branch, central branch of the Brooklyn Public Library, with the facade covered with, I think, lyrics by Jay-Z. Alright, here's several confused motorists. I think several who thought, oh, I'm going to drive along Eastern Parkway today. So, what's everyone waiting for? So, lyrics by Jay-Z, celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, and a table for the Brooklyn Public Library. So, I would say so far, not as crowded as other summer streets we've been to this year. We covered Manhattan on 2 separate weekends. I'm guessing that the reason this looks so sparsely populated right now is because up until about 90 minutes ago, it was raining pretty hard. Mount Prospect Park, not to be confused with Prospect Park, but Mount Prospect Park used to be a reservoir serving the residents of Brooklyn. Don't know when it was decommissioned as a reservoir. I think you can find that out on the Parks Department website. So as I said, we're going to walk the entire length of this summer streets until Buffalo Avenue. We are going to go through the neighborhoods of Prospect Heights, which we're in now, then Crown Heights, and then East New York. This reminds me of the title of the pilot episode of The Twilight Zone. Where is everybody? And we have an entrance to the Brooklyn Botanic Garden. Which during the summer is open until 8:30 on Tuesday and Thursday nights. I know this may be the last week for that. And here we have the Brooklyn Museum, designed by McKim, Mead and White, who also designed the municipal building, the Columbia University campus, the original NYU campus, a building in the Brooklyn Botanic Gardens, the old Penn Station, the Farley Post Office building, which includes Moynihan Train Hall. And here's the Yo. Walking the other way from Buffalo Avenue to here, we would see Oi. He's probably reading it away. So the other Summer Street today, and today only, is in the Bronx, along the Grand Concourse from Tremont Avenue to Mosholu Parkway. I hope we get to cover that too today, depending on logistics, how long it takes us to get to Buffalo Avenue, catch a number 3 train, and head to the Bronx, because it's 10:17 now, and Summer Street ends at 1. Free bike helmets. Hey, let's check this out. Hey. Look at people lining up for free helmets.
Hey, I see you.
Fantastic. So here we have water on the go station, and anyone can come up, and they're handing out free collapsible cups. They're handing out free bike helmets. This is the team from New York City Water, the Department of Environmental Protection. And keep hydrated, and you keep hydrated with water from a hydrant.
The best water
The best water this is comes from New York City fire hydrants. Okay. Right. So, after that brief break, where I got collapsible water cups with lids and a free bike helmet. I expected this to be much more crowded. I think maybe this is what it's going to be like for the whole trip, the whole length of Summer Streets. Is we're going to get any more crowded than this? And then when we get to Kingston Avenue, oh, never mind. Interesting. Okay, so with the sparsely participating Summer Streets, oh, here we go. This is more like it. Where did all these people come from? And now I think we're in Crown Heights. Ooh. Whoops. Oh well.
You know, I don't know if you want to sprint.
That's okay.
Take your time.
It's for relaxing anyway.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is nice, huh?
It's great.
I like it. I like it.
I'm glad that people are coming out. It was really sparsely populated when we
Right,
started
right.
at Grand Army.
Yeah, when
It was the weather.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Have you been here since 7?
I've been here since 6:30 this morning.
Oh, yeah. Including in the heavy rain.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm dry now.
Yeah.
It was. It came down a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
But you know, the sun came out. I'm dry.
Okay.
This is the last day for this.
Yeah.
First time in Brooklyn and the Bronx as well.
In the Bronx. I'm hoping to get there later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
over at
Till 1.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can make it up there.
I can.
That one must be interesting.
Yeah. And you think you'll have the same routes next year?
Yeah. Absolutely. Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Got it.
Hello.
Never trust the car and follow the rules.
Okay. So given that it's now 10:30, and I think we've gotten a good sampling of summer streets in Brooklyn, we are going to head towards the Bronx. We're going to go back 1 block here, and you see the subway entrance at the end of the block with the 2, 3, 4, 5, and S, the Franklin Avenue shuttle. And the 2 and the 3 Manhattan bound are running express to Atlantic Barclays. So I think that's it. There should be 3 different trains making this stop, and I shouldn't have to wait long. We'll see if there's any different vibe in the Bronx. But in case we make the Bronx walk into a separate walk, rather than just append it to the Brooklyn walk, well, let's check the board and see how long it is until a train arrives. All right, 5 minutes till the next train. So at the Franklin Avenue Medgar Evers College Station, that's a name change that took place in the last few years. This is infrared, and this is what you've been watching. This is infrared, and we're getting off a very slow-moving 4 train at Mosholu Parkway so that you don't have to. It's Saturday, August 26th. It's about 12:20 in the afternoon. It's 79 degrees, but feels like 82. Now we're here at Mosholu Parkway because it is the beginning of summer streets in the Bronx. One day only, and with less than an hour to go because it closes at 1 p.m. So we are going to try and walk the entire length of summer streets in the Bronx from here to Tremont on Grand Concourse. Okay. Well, we know where she stands. So here we are at Mosholu Parkway. Where is Summer Streets? Please. Where is it?
God wants to save you. Dios te quiere salvar. Jesus loves you. Cristo te ama. Jesus loves you so much. Cristo te ama demasiado. Jesus loves you so very much. Cristo te ama demasiado. Jesus does not want to destroy you on the last day. Jesucristo te ha destruido en los últimos días.
You're gonna get sued. You're gonna get sued. Why are you filming me? Why are you filming me? You're gonna get sued. You did not ask for permission. You did not ask for permission. Going down.
Do not touch me again. Okay. Welcome to the Bronx, everyone. So, where the hell is Summer Streets? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so earlier today we did Summer Streets in Brooklyn, which went from Grand Army Plaza to Buffalo Avenue. And today, Summer Streets, or this afternoon, what's left of this Summer Street, runs to Tremont Avenue and Grand Concourse. So let's see what the setup is here. And like the Brooklyn Summer Streets, it's not too crowded. And really not crowded at all. Is it because it was raining very heavily this morning? But the rain stopped by about 9 o'clock. Thanks for the water. Were there crowds earlier? No one's here. Were there more crowds earlier?
Yeah, it was like just like it is.
Oh.
What it is now.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not many.
I expected more.
So, yeah, I expect that too. But
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Thank you.
I believe it's in Manhattan somewhere.
Yeah, it was very
They
crowded in
did more
Manhattan. And, yeah. It wasn't crowded in Brooklyn earlier today either. Yeah. Thank you. Well, here we are in the Grand Concourse, which was built in the 30s and is home to a lot of Art Deco apartments. Well, the police officer is right. This is not like Manhattan. Looking fire alarm box. I wonder if that empty spot on the top used to house the same kind of signal that that empty receptacle it had more recently. Sometimes, I guess it was frequently the case, or always the case, but one by one they're disappearing. at intersections where there's a fire alarm box. One of the nearby lampposts has a red light on top of it that I think is supposed to flash when someone pulls the fire alarm at that corner. So here and elsewhere along the Grand Concourse, the cross streets go under. So the B and the D trains do run under the Grand Concourse, I think, for its entire length, or, well, no, only from Yankee Stadium on, so about 161st. But there is no service on the D. There's no weekend service on the B ever. And as that sign said, they're doing work on the D this weekend, so the advice is to take the 4 train or shuttle buses. So again, like the title of the pilot episode of Twilight Zone, where is everybody? And the Grand Concourse, getting built in the 30s, I think, was supposed to try to replicate grand boulevards like Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, which we walked this morning. Although, I mean, it's similar in some respects in that it has this center main road and 2 service roads, northbound and southbound. But unlike Eastern Parkway or Ocean Parkway, the medians are not landscaped, unless this is what suffices for landscape in the Bronx. So, Bedford Park Boulevard. That was the last stop on the 4 train before Mosholu Parkway. So actually, this is more like Linden Boulevard with nicer apartments. Actually, this is a pretty nice spot for summer streets because a lot of the cross streets pass underneath the concourse. So unlike other summer streets in other boroughs, there's not as much stopping for red lights. There's no cross traffic at the red lights. It's underneath. We have many fewer police officers at intersections on this summer streets, and many fewer, I've seen none so far, DOT volunteers who hold up the stop signs. And we can see parts of the Manhattan skyline emerging in the distance. The Empire State Building and 2 or 3 of the thin towers on Billionaires Row on 57th Street and thereabouts. Alright, so we've got 15 minutes to go before the street reopens. Looks like, or sounds like, coming to some major point here with some amenities. The speed cameras are getting arrested today. Park and Poe Cottage. The 4 train.
Oh!
music on summer streets in Manhattan or other boroughs. So, the Poe Cottage, the final home of Edgar Allan Poe. Restroom. Good to know. Nice. About 9 minutes left. Okay. Well, we have to do this, even if we don't get any further than this. This is where the Grand Concourse runs under Fordham Road, I think. Well, the other thing unusual about this Summer Street, just a coincidence that it coincides with work on the D train on the concourse line this weekend, so there are no trains running. Usually, if you're walking along Grand Concourse, you can hear and feel the trains. Not today. Look at this. All right, we've got, by my watch, 2 minutes left. Well, remember what I said before about the medians not being landscaped? I now take that back. That's the second Kennedy Fried Chicken we've seen on this stretch of the concourse. I hope it's not the case that, like, we're going to see on the horizon a whole bunch of vehicles just coming at us. I hope we'll get some kind of warning, 30-second warning to get off the pavement. Book it, folks, for your next stay in New York, the Concourse Hotel and the Concourse Residence. Okay, I think, according to my watch, we've now officially overstayed our welcome by about 2 minutes. But since no one's kicking us out yet, we'll continue. By the way, the Caridad restaurant, I stopped here on a bike ride from Brooklyn to Orchard Beach, and I made a stop here at Caridad, which appears to be no longer open, a victim of something. To get a Morir Sognando. I'll have to find it somewhere else today. Okay, so I see some headlights, some flashing police lights in the distance. So maybe those are the cars that are leading the way to reopening the Grand Concourse. We'll see. Well, these people know Summer Street's over. They're packing up their tents. Afternoon. Hi. So I'm wondering if this is a truck coming up the concourse picking up the cones. Will we see the concourse actually reopen to traffic before our memory card runs out, or before our battery runs out? So, if I may just offer that the surprise for me today, besides the total lack of participants in Summer Streets up here, is the nice upgrading landscaping, the planting of trees along these medians on the concourse. These medians, which were just plain concrete, as we saw in the more northern section. I think they're trying to do the same thing with Queens Boulevard, but that's another walk. Yeah, it is a cone truck. Really signaling the end. The end of Summer Streets. I guess they do stack pretty well. They stack pretty well, huh? Yeah. How many do you think you're going to collect altogether?
I think it's I'm trying to count it now. It's probably like 500.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to interrupt the count, make you lose. All right, thanks.
Have a good one.
Wow. That's something. The last people on city streets. All right. So if I'm correct, and I am usually not, could this be Tremont up here at the light? The official beginning of Summer Streets? Right. So, where are we? Echo Place. And could it be Tremont? Could this be the beginning or the end? It is. It's Tremont, East Tremont, and the Grand Concourse. And this has been Summer Streets 2023 in the Bronx for the first time. And if this weren't a weekend with subway construction, I would say we're just going to get into the Fremont stop on the D train. But there is construction this weekend, and so we are going to have to go downhill to the number 4 train at the closest stop to here, which I think is 176th Street. So here we are, and relaxing after Summer Streets in Echo Park. This is infrared, and this is what you've been watching. Ah, there's the 4 train. Okay, we don't have very far to go. Yeah, it's going about as fast as when I rode it up here. There's some kind of weekend inspection on the number 4 line, and so this station and I think the next 2, north and south, are subject to slow trains. Hoping your ride home is faster. This is infrared. Please subscribe.